Why, hello. My name is Stephen David Warren from 13 years ago. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that remarkable? Like that's the same person. To think that's who I was. That's how I looked 13 years ago. That's who, effectively, that's me in that point in time. That's quite a remarkable thing. If you, I was talking before about the 7 years thing of all of our cells being sort of changed over that period of time, and that's evidence. Look at that. That's if there isn't evidence. Look at that. Look how completely different I look to that picture. I mean, we've all got pictures from when we're young, like often hilariously wrong and hideous, but we all look completely different in all of them. I've got this, like, how about this one? Can you see that? Like, this is me when I was like 18. Oh, you can't see it. It's refusing to focus on it. I'm with you, camera. I refuse to focus on it too. But really, it's quite remarkable to think about that. Like, what is? I was just thinking, what is it that actually keeps our physical self looking the same, and our and our aging, and we're aging, of course, like our cells. Not even our cells are decaying because they're being replaced. So what is that decay? What is causing that? But also, what's holding us together? Is it just thought? Is it potentially just our cells are thought? Our will? Is it the force? Use the force, Luke. Is it potentially? It's quite. This is pretty full on, isn't it? Really, but is it just that our spirit, our essence, is holding on to this physical form, or is it that our essence is keeping this form together, but in the process of doing that, we're sort of losing a hold on it? Maybe we're just kind of like temporary beings. We come into this body and we sort of go with the flow along timeline, and then we just kind of slowly lose our grip on it as it gets further and further away from us, and we sort of fade away and go back. Maybe maybe we're in the future. Maybe we're kind of projecting ourselves into some artificial bodies, or or maybe we're time travelers who are kind of just experiencing this physical world, and we because we want to. And if so, maybe we need to maybe they need to stop that for a while and let the world heal. But it's maybe we're copies. It could be any of those things. We're a backed up copy that's coming back into the system at a certain point in time, to kind of experience it again, to kind of reclaim the physical, the real, because now we're just digital copies. All these concepts are quite incredible, but just the simple concept of the fact that we're different, completely different. I mean, look, I could pass maybe for this guy's brother, maybe, but even I'm trying, like, I know that's me, but even I'm looking at this picture, and if I didn't know it was me, I probably would see some features I recognize, I suppose, but it doesn't really look like me. Not really. It certainly look like a bit of a, I don't know, sort of Oasis miserable. Oh, maybe I look like Dave Grohl in high school or something. But it's remarkable. Yeah, I do have another photo here of me in high school. It's so bad. It's, it's like, I suppose it does sum up. God, I look like some sort of like I should be listening to Gary Newman and crying in in a car or something. I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? It's kind of such a bizarre concept, the notion of self, but it's an interesting one to explore. And I just seriously thought about that thing there. Kind of maybe we're sort of clinging on to something that in itself stimulates my mind, and I want to stimulate my mind with people, just talking this stuff. And the thing is, just talking about it doesn't mean I believe it. Just I don't think I have to believe something in order to, or have faith that it's true, because really truth is so, it's not ours to know. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. Whatever. It's kind of, we're just experiencing it. We're just a passenger. Really, we are just. I've heard that term before, passenger in time, but we are really. If we don't even have, if we can't even claim ownership of this body, we're just kind of temporary residents, aren't we? Which is a very interesting way of thinking about life. Stop trying to claim ownership of everything, and ownership of self, and ownership, and all of those things. Just I'm stopping doing that as we speak. Okay, actually, I probably just stopped it about 5 minutes ago when I mentioned that thing that blew my mind. Aha. Take on me, take on me, take me on, take on me. This note's too high. I'll never All right, I love you guys. Bye. This is fun. This is fun. This is really fun.